forest. See, amazing. They also have those really beautiful horns leaning backwards. It actually helps them to go through thick vegetation really quickly if they have to get somewhere safe. Got a few more here. See if he's gonna cross. Crossing, buddy. No. Look at that cute little face. And bungos are the largest forest antelopes that we have here. On our left, all the way to the left, there is a black rhino. He kind of looks like a big rock by the wall. Can you see it? Just chilling there. Black rhinos can weigh as much as 3,000 pounds. But they can still charge up to 35 miles an hour as well. On the right hand side between all these bushes, there is another bungo. And she's like, oh, you didn't see them. And then coming up around here, also on our left, we're going to have different species of antelopes on our left. And these ones are going to be the greater kudus. They're a little bit lighter in color than those bungos. They are right here on our left. And both bungos and greater kudus have those really cool white stripes on their bodies. And for them, those stripes actually help them to blend their silhouettes right behind bushes, and that keeps them safe from predators. And now we're gonna head right into the Sassy River. And here the animals like to be and spend most of the day in the water. And they do it to avoid overheating. So this one's might be submerged. So we gotta keep our eyes in the water. See what we can find, because sometimes this one's like to be all the way to the bottom. Take a look on the island here on our right hand side. There's that group of great birds, and they are pin-backed pelicans. You see right here, those pin-backed pelicans, they get their name because they get a really beautiful pink coloration on their backs. They're really seaside, and they are also really great nesters. They like to nest together in groups between 20 and 500 pairs. Here on our left, there is a hippo. She's down there. She's heading towards the back. Let's see if she comes out. Maybe not. They can hold the respiration underwater for about 8 minutes. So, alright, go back to your seats. Go, 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 go. And a really good thing about hippos is that they actually do not swim. They just walk out the bottom. And male hippos can weigh as much as 5,500 pounds. They're also very territorial, and they like to protect their space. Well, there are some more hippos down there on our left hand side as well. They're everywhere here. We're also going to have some Nile crocodiles on the left hand side. And yeah, just make sure you keep your seats here, please. I'm watching you. Sit down. Nile crocodiles have really strong jaws, but their diet consists mostly out of fish. However, if something bigger crosses this way, like a zebra or a wildebeest, then they will eat it. The average size of the Nile crocodiles is going to be 60 feet long and 500 pounds of weight. And they are also the largest species of crocodilian in Africa. Now we are getting closer into West Savannah. And here the animals do not rely on camouflage as in the Missouri forest. So these ones are going to be much easier to spot. And let's say we got some on the road. Guess what it is? A giraffe. So we're going to hang out here and wait for that giraffe to get it off the road.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Alright, so we're going to hang out here. So thank you so much for your patience in advance. Looks like we might move a little bit. Let's see. Sometimes we can start to see some animals from the top here. Let's see. So it looks like the help is on the scene. So we might start to move shortly. We're also going to have this weird looking tree here on our right hand side. And it kind of looks like it's upside down. Well, that's a baobab tree. And they can remain 9 months without any leaves. And they do that so it helps them to preserve the water in their trunk. And animals just like elephants or antelopes, can put clothes in them and drink the water. That's why it is also known as a tree of life. Alright, so let's see, where are we gonna hang out? So looks like there are a few traps down here that are completely stopped. Alright, looks like here's where we're gonna hang out. So up ahead in the middle, you might see those big horns, you might see the group of gray antelopes. So the gray antelopes are the wildebeest, and then those big horns, those are the Ankoli cattle. We're gonna get to see them a little bit closer once we are able to go a little bit further here. And then kind of like all the way towards the right side in the back there, that's where the giraffes are hanging out in the road. And actually, if you take a look at the trees that are going to be down here, there is kind of like a line at the bottom of them in which they have no leaves. Well, that's because of the giraffes. They like to eat the bottom leaves of the trees. And that line actually marks the tallest giraffe that we have here in the reserve. And giraffes can get a stall from 18 to 20 feet.
Exactly.
Alright, looks like there's a little bit of movement up ahead.
These bushes here are hiding them on the other side.
Alright friends, thank you so much for your patience. So if you take a look, actually from here on the right, you're like way in the back, like in a straight line up in the hill, you might see a couple of giraffes up there. Once we go around here, we're gonna get to see them a little bit better. Ooh, we got a few. So on the left hand side, we're gonna have this big antelope. He's an eland, and the elands are the largest antelopes that we have here. Look at this big boy. The female is up in the hill a little bit further here ahead, and they can actually get as tall as 6 feet up to the shoulder. And both females and males have those really beautiful spider horns. And then the female, you can see her on the top here. They like to hide at the top of the hills between the bushes so nobody can see them. And then on our left, we're gonna have a couple of African painted dogs. So there is one walking towards the cave, and then we got a few just laying out right in the middle. So the one that's walking here, gonna get to see it from this side. Let's see, is he gonna go in the pool? Oh yeah, he's in the pool. He's right here then, on the left hand side. And then there are a few more that are just waking up in the back. They are one of the most successful predators in Africa. And actually 90% of their hunts, and that's because they take turns to chase their prey until they collapses from exhaustion. On their left, all the way in the back, there are a couple of brown antelopes hiding behind those trees that are on the ground. There's actually one that's right in the middle, so you can see a little bit better. Those are sable antelopes, and they are the official emblem of the reserve. Also on our right, we're gonna have some wildebeest. There's actually one super close here. On our right, and the wildebeest, they are part of the Great Migration. And actually 1.5 million of them travel together through Africa in search of food and water. They also like to sleep on roads, leaving a space between them just in case they have to wake up and run. And the really big about the wildebeest is that they actually do not have a designated leader. Just one of them decides to go for a walk. The rest is just gonna simply follow. Being together keeps them present. And it looks like those giraffes are on the road again. So what we're gonna go a little bit further here so you guys can at least see the Angoli cattle just chilling there, and then the wildebeest. And those big horns of the Angoli cattle can actually get as long as 6 feet from tip to tip. And for as heavy as they might look, they are actually not heavy at all. They are made out of blood vessels on the inside. So the blood circulates through them, and that helps the cattle to regulate its body temperature. And they're also known as Watusi cattle. The Watusi tribe was the very first one that domesticated them. Alright, so it looks like not too far from us in the East Savannah, we were stopped for a few white rhinos. So we got rhinos, we got giraffes. So the rhinos are off the road now, and the giraffes, I believe, are still on the road. So it's gonna be slow drive back. Yeah, the giraffe's still on the road. So you can actually see a few at the top of the hill that's coming up ahead of us. There is actually one that's kind of like walking towards us from the back. Well, it looks like they're up there. So if they're up there, they're causing trouble on the other side of the hill, because we go around and then we head towards that side. And if they're on that side, it's really bad because it's a little tight. So let's see. And it looks like there's a little bit of movement here. But it looks like the trucks that are at the top of the hill, like there is one up there, and you can see the top is stopped. So hopefully there are no more giraffes up there. So we are gonna have a few cinnamon colored brown and white antelopes on this little hill here on the way. Which are gonna be the springbucks. They're super small. They are the smallest antelope species that we have here. And there's one real like after the road that's in the back. You can see that just laying out, and then there's one standing out here ahead. And there we go. Alright.
Yeah, pulled it right out of the ground.
So now you can see the springbucks in the back here on our right hand side. And then you can also see the giraffes a little bit better. And there are a few more on the left hand side up there. So you can see between the palm trees just a little bit. And then from here you can see those giraffes up there. Looks like there are some more on the road there. So now we're gonna hang out here. So at least you can see some giraffes on the right. And if the ones that are eating from the big bush that's in the bag, if they stay there, we might get to see them super close. But their trucks stop in there. So, oh, our baby giraffe is out there too. Is the one that's kind of like walking towards the left side now. That's a little baby. He's about 1 year old. And baby giraffes can be born being 6 feet. They're also dropped 6 feet because the mom keeps standing. The very first thing they experience when they're born is gravity.
Thanks for the support. What's your favorite animal to have?
They get all in here.
Giraffes. There's a giraffe in the room.
Alright friends, thank you so much for your patience. It looks like the trucks that were back there are starting to move, so we might start to move soon as well. There is a giraffe pretty close to not the truck in front of us, to the second truck. Like, it's super close there. Probably it's not on the road, but it could get on the road if she wanted to. So just watch that one out. But it looks like we're starting to move, so we're gonna move pretty shortly here. And thank you so much for your patience. Sorry for the inconvenience. Oh yeah, I went on the road.
I do think that giraffe has way too much space.
And now the other one is following, of course. There you go. It's a whole party. Alright friends, so now the ones that are stopped are us. It's like that giraffe is on the road. So we just have to wait for that one to get off the path. So we can continue with our adventure here.
Oh, they're gonna come back. They're all gonna cross back over. Here comes one.
Oh, the whole family is joining. You know what that means, right? I mean, maybe. If they just hang out by the palm trees, we're good. But that one is not moving at all. Like, if you can see it, it's just standing there. It's just, oh my god. You gotta love them. Alright, looks like he's coming to help us out. Oh. What you doing? They look really funny when they run. told you they looked funny. They know he has food, so everybody's just like, yay! And that one is still on the road there. You know, these two are joining.
Stuck in a giraffe traffic. It might be too tired. You want to take a nap?
Oh, we got a few more. Well, it has a whole bunch of branches here. Oh. That's how you get babies. That's just. Now we got more on the road.
No, we just have to wait until the giraffe wakes up.
I mean, if they hang out by the area, we might get to see them like super close. Now look at that one, just stood in the middle. It's just watching the driver. Alright, looks like we might be able to continue here. So those two giraffes give one more step. It looks very good.
That would be cool.
Alright, so we're gonna have a few giraffes on the left, and it looks like we're gonna have a few more on the right. Maybe.
We're stuck in water. You think we can get out? Yeah. Oh, that's right.
Maybe the ones on the right are too close to the road there. Oh yeah, there's one coming. They're just a tiny bit from here.
Hey, Joe, thanks. Are you on right now?
We'll text it. That's great.
Awesome. Yeah, we're stuck in giraffe traffic right now. We've been here for like 20 minutes because there's giraffes on the road.
And I think that was the last one. Alright, so they're all gonna be on the
Yeah,
left
for
side.
sure.
I can see them all back here on the left. And I can see this one a little bit close. Look at those pretty eyes. And now we're gonna head right into elephant country. So let's see if we can find some elephants up ahead. So we're gonna have a few African elephants on the right hand side. So you might start to see them from here in the middle in a moment. Like more towards the back of the streets here. There we go. Now you can see them. They're all the way in the back there. And then from the other side, you're gonna get to see it a little bit closer. Just gonna be this side here on the right. There they are. Oh, there's one pooping. It's always good to see. I think it's the size of a basketball. You know that? And African elephants can weigh as much as 15,000 pounds. And get it up to 300 pounds during the day. And we might get to see them from here, depending how far back they were. Yeah, you're gonna get to see them on the right for like a few. There we are. So pretty. Alright, friends. Let's see if we can find some more elephants ahead. And in the meantime, if you want to know something they can do to help them out, it's by recycling your old electronics. That's because electronic devices contain this little mineral on them called coltan, and a mining for it is causing the elephants to lose their habitats. So if you want to help, you can recycle your old cameras, no phones. That's actually going to help lots of elephants to preserve their lands and their species as well. That's what we want. Want to help them out as much as we can, and you can do it too. And you know, elephants also have a really cool cooling system on their ears. So they like to flap them, and that actually helps them to cool down their body temperature. Alright.
Now it's gonna be rhinos.
Alright, so we had some white rhinos on the road. It's nice for the rhinos. So like they're out of the road. So once the truck in front of us start to move, we're gonna start to move as well. Alright, there we go. Well, there are a few more elephants on the left. Like all the way in the back. You can see them after like this thing. Like in the back, you can see a little bit. So let's see from the other side. From the water, we can see them better. So earlier the giraffes were hanging out around this area here. So coming up around here, on your left, we're gonna have a really cool animal, which is the flamingos. And there are the elephants on the left. Here we go. There he is. That was a lion. Right there. It's kind of hard to find something. We're also gonna have the flamingos. then you see this flamingo with his head stuck in the water that's completely white and gray. Well, that's a baby. I've got a few of those around. Now, for those baby flamingos, it'll take them like 2 years or so to get their whole body pink. From here, you can also see the elephant. That's because the color of their feathers comes from their diet. These flamingos eat a little tiny brown shrimp, which contains this thing called beta-carotene, and that's what makes their feathers pink. And then, after we press this on the left, we're gonna get to see the elephant again. Right there. There she is. Now we're heading into East Savannah. And the east is usually home for those white rhinos, cheetahs, lions, and sometimes some ostriches, which are really cool. So let's see what we can find. So coming up on our left-hand side, looks like we're gonna have some cheetahs. So I'm walking around, see if I can find her again. Oh, there's actually one laying down right there. There she is. Oh, there are a few more walking in the back, like on the other side there. Oh, there's one coming from between the rocks here, the big rocks. There she is. And you're gonna have a few more on the other side. And cheetahs can speed up to 60 miles an hour in less than 3 seconds. And then you can hold that speed up to a couple hundred yards. There is another one right here on the left hand side, kind of like walking down the hill. And then there is another one at the very end, which is just laying down facing this way kind of. And then you can see her through the hole between like the trees here without leaves. So you're just chilling back there. And this formation of rocks is coming up around here on your left. They are known as Kobe rocks. And they're usually home for predators as well. But these ones are usually more active during the night because they have 7 times better eyesight, and they also do their hunting during the night. So let's keep Bryce over here, see if we can find him. Might be sleeping somewhere in there. So we're gonna have some lions coming up on the left. If you take a look kind of like to the right side of the rocks, you see the grass? So there is a female in there. We're gonna get to see her a little bit better once we go a little bit forward here. Start to see her just a tiny bit. And at least she's awake. Yeah, so oh, the male is facing this way, but he's sleeping. It's right here on the left hand side.
See him?
There you go.
You see him? Simba.
And lions can spend up to 20 hours during the day just resting, sleeping, chilling. They do their hunting during the night, and the females are actually the ones that do the hunting. And the male stays and protects their pride on the cubs. So back here we got a few animals. On the left we're gonna have some warhawks. There's one down there. There he is. And there we're gonna have another one that just took a mud bath, which is all the way kind of like towards the right. See him back there just scratching its face in that tree. And then we got a few ostriches. And guess what? Guess who's on the road? The ostrich. It was crossing. There we go. So we're gonna have this antelope on the left, and she's gonna be a water buck. And then there is an antelope on the right, kind of like behind this grass here. So past the grass, you're gonna get to see him. It's small and has horns. It's just chilling there. That's a bounty buck. We're also gonna have a few ostrich eggs on our right hand side on the ground. And then we got another, well, a couple more water bucks on the right, as well as an ostrich back there. And the water bucks get their names because they drink an insane amount of water. So we try to stay near it. They also have a really cool water buck as well. And ostriches, they can run as fast as 40 miles an hour. And they like to use their wings to create balance while they're running and also to change direction because they cannot fly. And their eggs, those can weigh as much as 3 pounds each. And that's the same amount of 2,000 chicken eggs. They're also really, really hard. So you can stab them and make it. Now we are entering the warden's post. And the warden has a really important job. Because he takes care of all the animals here in their circle. She glues it into your underwear coats. Look at those two. And the one that's black and white, it's a baby. What you doing? We got a few more in front of the house, just like going at it. So everybody's fighting. And they are really cute. They are very playful. And they're actually really great carnivores as well. They live up pretty much everywhere all around the world. And they are originally from West Africa. Alright friends, so you want to know ways or things that you can do to help some animals out. You can do a simple thing that is recycling. You can recycle paper, plastic, cardboard, glass, and even your old electronics. That's going to help out lots of animals around the world to preserve their lives and their species as well. And that's what we want. If you want to see some more animals and actually get to pet them, you should head out to the refugees for a watch. They have a really cool petting zoo. You can pet some goats, some donkeys, or some records. It's a really nice place to have little ones. If you just like animals in general, you should definitely check it out if you haven't. Livestream departures at 4:30. So you also have plenty of time to head through. And you can also visit our walking trails. We're going to have one here in Africa called the Gorilla Balls Exploration Trail. And in there you can find some monkeys, some gorillas. We also have okapis, some zebras. And you can even see some hippos underwater, which is really cool. So if you haven't, definitely check it out. I'll go take those roads because it looks like our journey is coming to an end. Here in Harambe, we don't really like to say goodbye because it is hard to tell, hard to find them. Play it safe, while hurrying between stick go low. So behind the fence, go wild, have a great adventure out there. And thank you all so much for your patience today. Really awesome out there. Alright, sitting on the right, wash your hands, rest feet, and legs so towards the nice wide open. Wash your head and your step, and enjoy the rest of it out there. Never have any wilderness explorers of water.
Definitely a record. I got some great footage. I got some great footage earlier. I did another video with the gorilla track, and the gorillas were wrestling, and I got the baby gorilla and the mother gorilla. It was really cool, really worth checking out. I think it's just uploading right now. What are we booking? All right. Make my way. It is crowded. I'm gonna make my way towards the exit to the park at this point. Whoever is still on, thank you for joining me on this. It's always fun when I have somebody on the live stream. Hopefully we'll do more as time goes by. So have a great day. Thank you.